what is RPA. So anyone have any idea about what is RPA?
Mm, it's actually a software.
Mm-hmm.
If I have to say, this tool is very useful for the backend support, like data management processes. For such
Mm-hmm.
processes, this tool is very helpful, where they can automate many of their processes.
Okay.
Yeah, and ease their work, and helps us to reduce FTs, and gain some more business from the client.
Okay. Correct. Cool. Look, RPA means robotic process automation, where RPA refers to a robot rather than a human being to operate the business process by the instruction provided by the human being. Means instruction we are providing, means a developer will provide the instruction. So we are not going to change anything in the business process. Okay, but only we will automate the process. So basically, there are different types of tools in RPA. Okay, so anyone can tell me the different tools about RPA? What are the tools we have in RPA?
Mm, UiPath Studio,
UiPath
UiPath
is there.
Ro-
No, that is UiPath Studio and UiPath Robot and UiPath Orchestrator is the component of the UiPath. So I'm asking about the tools about the RPA. We have different tools in the RPA like Blue Prism is there, Automation Anywhere is
okay,
there,
Blue Prism
UiPath,
Automation Anywhere,
uh,
UiPath
UiPath is
or
there,
Pega
Copilot is there,
Automation.
Nice is there, Pega is there, and so many. OpenSpam is there, WorkFusion is there. We have so many tools present for RPA. Okay, but the popular three tools right now in the market is the UiPath, Blue Prism, and Automation Anywhere. We have these three popular tools. So basically, RPA, basically we are going to learn UiPath. Again, one question I would like to know about. Anyone can tell me what is the UiPath?
UiPath is a software tool.
Okay, UiPath is a tool. Correct. UiPath is a tool. It's a drag and drop tool. Drop tool. Means when we will see the UiPath, we have n number of activity present over here. Like message box is there, write line is there, open browser is there. Number of activity present we have for the UiPath tool. Okay, and anything about this? Look, UiPath is a software. We can say UiPath is a software. Basically, it is a drag and drop tool. Okay, and this is the most popular RPA tool using which we can automate repetitive tasks. Okay, we can automate various applications like Java-based application, Oracle-based application, web-based application, browser-based applications, desktop-based applications, Citrix-based applications. Everything we can automate with the help of UiPath. Okay. So basically what we are doing with the help of UiPath, we will integrate a different application together. Let's suppose our requirement is that we will have to open a browser. Okay. After that, we have to do some activity. We have to import data from browser to Excel sheet. After that, we have to do some sorting in the Excel sheet. And after that, we will get some output from the browser and we need to dump into a different application of Oracle based application or let's say Java based application. After that, we will get different output from that application and we have to mail. Okay, so by using UiPath, so first of all I will define UiPath. Okay, UiPath is a tool as well as we can say a software tool. So by using UiPath, we can automate different applications like browser based application. We can browser based application, Java based application, Excel application, emails, etc. We can automate. Okay, and what we can do, we can integrate different application together. Let's suppose we have 4 different teams present in our organization. So one team is handling browser based application. Second team is doing sorting in Excel, and the third team, what they are doing, the output which is being created by the second team by using the Excel application, they are just importing all this input to the Oracle based application, and at the last there are some teams who is generally doing email manually. But what we will do through the automation, we will integrate it. We will replace all these 4 teams by a single robot. And this robot, what it will do, it will remove all the 4 teams and it will perform the task. It will perform the task by single robot. We can perform this task. Okay, let's see. I will show you this tool. Okay. So this is the UI part tool. Okay. So what I have done, I have just created some of the robots to show you how exactly UiPath is working. First of all, I will run, and after that, I will let you know how this is working. One more question I would like to know. Let's suppose we don't have any knowledge about the coding. We have zero knowledge about the coding. Then it is possible to learn UiPath or not? Any one of you?
Yes, it is possible.
Okay. So why they are asking little bit knowledge about the coding?
Actually, UiPath Studio works on vivid.
Look, what is happening, even if we don't know even a single coding language also, a single language, then also we can learn the UiPath. But in order to apply the logic and all these things, they are just checking that how good we are or we are to apply the logic, whether we can apply the logic or not. We have to use like if condition is there. Directly, we have all this activity present over here. We have more than 500 activity present over there. Let's suppose this is open browser. Let's suppose I have to open any of the applications. So directly what I will do, I will drag this open browser, okay, and we can implement and we will provide the URL and directly it will open the browser. Let's see how it is working. What it will do, first of all, what bot is doing, it is launching a web application, EPFO, okay. And after that, what is there, we have the manual task over here, okay. There are some limitation of the UiPath, so this we call as the attended robot, okay. So this thing we need to provide manually. As soon as I will provide the captcha over here, okay, and once I will click on okay, this 80 which we have typed, this input dialog will go in here, and after that it will start moving ahead. Okay, it will download the passbook. Okay, we will see. So what I have done, what robot is doing, it is downloading the EPFO passbook, okay, and after that it is saving in this file. And the file name will be the current date, today's date, as well as the today's time. Let's suppose right now it's 11/16. So 11/16. Okay, this is the file. Okay. So what it has done, it has launched a website, okay, EPFO website, and after that it has provided the user ID and the password, captcha, everything it has provided. After that, it has downloaded the file which we want to download, okay. So and we have passed the folder location where we want to keep this file, okay. And if we want to mail this file to a particular candidate, then also we can do it by using the email automation, okay. Look. So this is a small robot which is being developed by me, okay. I will show the different ones. So what, let's say what is my next requirement is that we have some data present over present in Excel and the Excel is present in desktop. So what I want, first of all, what robot will do, it will launch a web application which is called the fake name generator. Okay, and the input is already present on our desktop in an Excel sheet. So every time what it will do, it will take the data from the Excel sheet and it will pass into the application. Let's suppose gender is there. Okay, so what it will do, it will pass gender, name set and country. Okay, from the Excel sheet, and after that, once it will pass, every time a new name will be appear, new phone number will be appear. Okay, this website is generating every time the fake name. So what it will do, it will extract the data which we want to extract from website. Okay, and then it will write in the same location. This data is present on desktop in an Excel file, and what robot is doing, every time it is taking data from Excel sheet and it is passing in this application. And what it is doing, every time the fake name is generating along with some different data. So what bot will do, it will extract the data and in the same Excel file it is going to write all the data which is present in the website. There are 10 row present in the Excel sheet. So every time it is taking the data from the row and it is passing in the website. Okay, done. Now we will see the output. Look, we have passed the gender as well as name set and the country. Okay, from this Excel sheet. After that, some name generated. So what we are doing over here, we are just extracting the name from the website and we are just updating in the same Excel sheet. Age is there, date of birth is there, all the same phone number is there, everything we are updating. Similarly, one more thing I will show. Let's say that we have some stock present in any of the website. That is the structured data present over the website, like in e-commerce website, the data which is present on the website will be placed in a structured manner. So what is our requirement is we want to extract all the data. Okay. So first of all, what this board will do, this board will launch a website which is called Flipkart. Okay. And after that, it will type over here one mobile number, mobile name. Okay. And after that, what it will do, so numbers of, let's suppose 200, more than 200 mobile data is present over here, over there. So it will extract all the data, all the mobile data, what we want to extract, and it will update on a desktop. So it will, let's suppose like this. So here we have stock. This I am going to delete. So my requirement is that mobile name should be there. Okay. RAM should be there, price should be there, and display should be there. And all the things it should be, battery configuration should be there, everything should be there. So I am going to delete this sheet, and we will see that how robot is extracting all the data and it is writing in same Excel sheet. So we have right now, we have 209 results for this Realme 6. So what robot will do, it will just extract all the data with mobile name, RAM configurations, display, battery, camera, everything, and it will write it will write there. Let's see. The execution has completed, so we will see whether it has right or not. Okay. Stop. Okay. Here it has updated. So we will see whether it has extracted all the data and it is writing all the data in an. Look, it has write all the data, not all the data it has written, but some of the data it has written along with mobile number, RAM, price, display, camera, everything it has write. Okay. So one more thing is there that I will show that I have done for one of our clients. Okay. So in this, what we have done, we have integrated 4 different applications together, which is called web application. Look how in real time we are doing the project. First of all, what bot is doing, it will launch a web application, which is called applicant tracking system, where they are updating if any new joiner happening is there. So they are inserting all the data in their website. So what robot will do, it will check whether a new joiner has been updated or not. So it has given the user ID and the password, and after that what it's look, this bot is running in every 3 hours. So in this run cycle, it will check whether any new joiner has happened or not. If any new joiner will be happen, it will extract this entire data to an Excel sheet. Okay. And after that, look what it is doing. It is writing all the data in the Excel sheet. And after saving, what it will do, it will just compare. Some Excel application will be there. Excel automation we are doing. So in this Excel application, what we are doing a number of activities we are performing. After that, it will launch our Oracle-based application where the output of the Excel application is being browsed by this application. Now bot what will do, it will browse a file which bot has created just now. Okay. importing the file. After that, board will upload this file. Okay, and then it will click on run, and after that it will select the server name. Okay, and then it will click on process monitor. So what will be there? So once board will click on the process monitor, it will check whether the run status is changes to success and the distribution status is changes to posted. So it will keep on refreshing button until the run status will check to change to success and the distribution status will change to posted. So every 40, after 40 seconds it will click on refresh button. Okay, here we have got the no success. Then what board will do? It will board will click on details, and after that it will take the screenshot and it will send to the particular team. So these are the some automation which we have done. Okay. Okay, now come to the UI path. So this is the tools of the UI path. Okay, so the component of the UI path is that we have basically three components in the UI path. The first one is the UI path studio. The second one is the UI path robot, and the third one is the UI path orchestrator. So this is UI path studio. So this is the UI path studio. UI path studio basically is a workspace where we develop our process. Okay, where the developer will develop the process by seeing the solution design. I will show the solution design also of process. Let's see just a minute. I'm showing you a solution design. Look, this is the solution design. How this is the way we will get the means business requirement, and we have to see this business requirement and we have to develop the process. So already we have developed this process. So in this process we have integrated the four different applications. So what is the first application? First of all, board will launch this website by using this link. So once the board will launch this website, okay, so this screen will be appear. So after that, what board will do? Board will insert the from date and to date. This board is running in every 3 hours. So let's suppose if we are running this board right now, so it will insert the in the from date section, it will insert the today's date minus 3 hours. So it will be insert 2/5/2021 8:30 to current date will be and this to date will be the our current date. Okay, so like this it will be. So board will insert the current date and from date, and after that board will click on search. Let's suppose today is Sunday. If no hiding is done, so there are two scenario will come. So if any new no hiding will be done, the board will be immediately closed by showing one pop-up that no hiding has been done. After that, what will be happen? Let's suppose tomorrow we have run the board. Okay, if any hiding will be done, so based upon this applicant ID. So if so what will be there? If any hiding will be there, this applicant ID will be generated. So once board will detect this applicant ID is present, so it means that board will come to know that any new joining has been done. So after that, it will export whatever the data of the new joiner. Let's suppose I am hiding of Muhammad Hamid has been done. So what it will do, if the backend team will update all the data of the Muhammad Hamid. So they will upload the 87 data like first name, middle name, previous company, PF detail, CTC of last company, and everything. They will click. Okay, they will update over here. After that, what board will do? So a board will click on this drop down button. Okay, and the data which is present in the website is being saved in an Excel sheet, and the name of the Excel sheet will be current date and time. Let's suppose if I am going to save the data right now, it will be 2/5/2021 11:31. Okay, after that, once we are extracting the data from the website web application, then we will close the web application. And after that, what board will do? Board will compare the just downloaded Excel sheet with just previous Excel sheet to check the duplication. If any duplicate item will be present over here, it will remove the entire row. Let's suppose Hamid has been already, the employee ID of Hamid has been already developed in the previous run cycle. So it will just remove the Hamid name. Okay, Hamid entire row it will remove, and rest row it will remove. It will keep as it is. After that, we will do some after that a new Excel sheet will be generated where we will do some coding part of we will do. Okay, so like state is there and everything we will do, and after that
Hamid, I would like to interrupt here. So, like to pose a question to audience. Do you have? Are audience following the process which we are giving them, and do they have any questions? So, in meantime, in between, please do ask them.
okay, anyone have any question, please ask. No.
No, so far it is good. But I have a request. Can you maximize your screen? It's not, it's not fully visible. Can you maximize, please?
Amit bhai, you can zoom in to your screen at the bottom right corner. You can find bottom right. At the bottom, I think you will have.
I'm not getting that option. I think
If you bring your mouse down, I think there is a slider.
right bottom. I'm not getting any option.
Actually, one option is there from the audience. They can also zoom according to their need.
Okay.
This can be also opted.
Audience can also zoom in. Yeah, audience can zoom into to their comfort level.
Okay, so according to their comfort level, they can use. So where I was.
There's a line between the screen and the participants. You need to drag it towards your right. You can zoom it.
Then, so shall I continue?
Yes, I'm able to do it. I'm able to zoom as per my requirement.
And zoom, it's not by clicking somewhere. It's like a image expansion by hand itself. And one question from my side for proceeding this all, what tool we have to use and how to keep the tool,
Okay.
the
how
UI
to-
path, how?
So what basically you are asking, how to decide whether which tools we have to use?
No, the question was, what are the basic tools to use to do this all programming? So that part will be covered. So which software is required and how we can download or we can take this software. That presenter will cover. Mr. Hamid will cover.
Download is very easy. So we have two licenses over here for UiPath. One is the community version and the another one is the enterprise version. So for the learning purpose, we have the community version which I am using. Okay. So the community version as well as the enterprise version are almost same. There is no change, no difference is there. But the thing is there, if we will take the enterprise version, we will get some support. Okay. From the UiPath and for the learning purpose, we can use the community version. So if we will go to the float, the same thing we will get in the enterprise version only. The thing is that if we will get any of the issue, then we can call to the UiPath team, so they will directly support us if we are using the enterprise version. Okay. So and in order to download, we can directly download. This is a freeware tool. Okay. So we have to log into the UiPath Cloud platform. So we have different options. Like we have different web cloud-based application is there, from where we can easily download the UiPath Studio as well as the UiPath Orchestrator also. Okay. So I was just a minute. I was just explaining the project. So let me complete that. After that, we will come.
Okay.
Sir,
Tell me.
I had a doubt. What is the full
What is? Come again.
What is the purpose of RPA?
So basically the purpose of RPA is there. So let's suppose I am doing some work. Okay. So on behalf of me, so robot will do. Let's suppose a simple example I am telling. You are browsing the Facebook. Okay. So let's suppose, so I am replacing you by a robot. So no, you are not going to browse your Facebook. So on behalf of you, Facebook, on behalf of you, robot will do login, robot will message and all, everything will be done by the robot only. So different work will be done by you only. So I will you will be replaced by a robot only. Okay. So let's suppose I am showing you this project. So this project is being done by 13 people in this organization. So I have replaced all these 13 people by a single report and a single support team. So 12 people has been replaced and are by a robot, and a support team is there to check whether the robot is performing well or not, or they is performing well or not. Okay. So where I was.
So it's basically automation.
It is a basically automation only. Look where I got here. So we have seen that the information which is present of a new joiner on the web application is being exported into the Excel sheet. And after that, we will start the Excel application. So there are 4 steps in the Excel application we have done for this process. First of all, the board is going to check the duplicacy. Board will compare the just downloaded file and just previous downloaded file on the basis of applicant ID, and they will check whether a particular applicant ID has been already processed or not. If a particular applicant ID is already processed earlier, then board is going to remove the entire row. Let's suppose Hamid is there and the employee ID of Hamid has been already created in the last run. So what board will do? It will remove the yes.
Yeah.
It will remove the entire row of the Hamid, and after that, next step, what it will do? Initially we are getting the 87 data when we are exporting the data from website to the website to Excel. So board will create a new file where board will replace the CTC part. Okay. So board is going to remove the 22 columns. Board is going to remove the 22 column and it will save a new sheet which is called the bulk hire templated updated sheet. Okay, and after that, what we'll do? It will after that it is going to board is going to convert this bulk hire templated updated sheet to CSV sheet, but they have to fulfill some terms and conditions, like in the last sheet the title is like Miss. So Miss is going to be converted into MS and Mrs. is going to be converted to MRSS, Mrs. And the date is there. So from when we are downloading the Excel site from the web application, then the date format is DDMMYY. So what board will do? Board will convert the date format to MMDDYY, and after that address is there. So we have the 8 address present over there for this particular project. So board will check whether the length of the address is more than 50 character or not. If board will find if any of the address is exceeding more than 50 character, then it is going to resize the address. The character which is exceeding from the 50 part, it is going to be resized to 50 character only. So similarly, we have the title. So title is there, gender is there, and the state is there. Let's suppose on the basis of this, we have to code the state also. Let's suppose if any joiner is there which belongs to Assam, then what will happen? So in the next sheet, the code will be AS for Bihar BR. So we are going to on the basis of this sheet provided by the client, we are going to code on the basis of this sheet only. And after that, what it will do? No column will contain the dots, comma, and the empty space, and lots of things is there. And then finally, what board will do? It will generate an Excel sheet of CSV format, which is going to be which is going to be browsed by this Oracle based application, and this Oracle based application is responsible for generating the employee code along with some Excel sheet like success file employee, error file employee. So look, I will show you. So this is the process where bot is browsing all this data. Okay. And after that, once the success file employee and the error file employee will be generated, so what we are going to do, we are generating 3 sheets. Look, I will show this Excel sheet. The first one will be the compensation file. If any new joiner will be there, his employee ID, okay, his name, display, effective date, along with all the data, we will compare 2 different sheets. Means the first sheet means what we have downloaded in the very beginning. We have compared that sheet as well as the success file employee where we can get all the data. So we will generate the compensation file, and after that, similarly, we will generate the new joiner details also. This is the new joiner detail. Okay. So here, what bot will do? Bot will generate the success file, success file Excel sheet, error file Excel sheet, compensation sheet, and new joiner details Excel sheet. After that, it is going to it will upload the salary part, salary upload process, and salary upload AE process. So that is the long. So that I'm not going to explain. And at the last, what it will do, it will mail the 4 different Excel sheets to different teams. So this is how we are doing the automation. Okay, now come to the UiPath Studio. I will show you a small process. I will show you. Look, this is the UiPath Studio. Okay, so we have the activity present over here. We have more than 500 activity. Okay, present over here. Simply what we need to do, we have to drag and drop. Let's suppose what is our requirement. Our requirement is to launch any browser. So what I will do, in order to launch a browser, we have directly the application we have the activity present over here. So what we will do, we will generally drag this, and we will provide over here the URL. Let's suppose I will provide here www.google.com. Okay, so what it will do, it is going to launch this website. So we have the n number of activity. Only we have what we have to do. We have to only according to our requirement. We will see our process design, and we can develop our process. Okay. So let's suppose message. We have to display any of the message. So we have the message box over here. We will use this message box activity, and we can show the message. Okay, look. No need to write the code and everything. Directly we can use the message box activity to display any of the message. Okay, so this is how we used to do. So we have more than 500 activities. So we can do lots of automation by using these tools. Like we can do the PDF automation, email automation, Excel automation, website automation. So this is this type of the thing we can do by using this tool. So this is called the UiPath Studio. So basically we have the 3 components of the UiPath. First one is the UiPath Studio. So this is the UiPath Studio where developer will use the drag and drop where developer will use the activity and they can generate the development. Okay, they can generate their business process. And after that, once we are done with our process, UiPath robot is there. So UiPath robot is used to execute our process, is used to run the process. And we have the orchestrator present over here. Orchestrator is the central component as well as the heart of the UiPath, where we can do n number of things, like we can schedule our process, we can deploy our process, we can manage our process, we can we can manage our process, we can delete our process, we can create assets and everything. So security purpose is there. Let's suppose I have to log in by using user ID and the password. So directly we cannot use the user ID and the password in the studio. So what we will do, we will keep the assets in the orchestrator, and from orchestrator we will fetch the user ID and the password. Okay. So life cycle of the RPA, if we will talk about the life cycle of the RPA, then let's suppose we have to develop any of the process. So there are some life cycle of the process, like that. First phase will be the discovery phase. Let's suppose I have I have assigned any of the process to be automated. So in the beginning, what I will do, first of all, I will check whether the process can be automated or not. If the process can be automated, what are the challenges we are getting? So is there any manual task or not? If any manual task will be there, we are going to tell the client we cannot provide you the 100% of the automation. And if they want 100% of the automation, we will tell them what are the enhancements they need to do. Okay, and we will tell what are the benefits that client will get after doing the automation, this automation. So what are the average handling time? Is the process is full-time equivalent or not? All the thing we will check. So analysis part we are going to do in the discovery phase. After that, once we are done with the discovery phase, once we will come to know about the what are the challenges we will get, the process can be automated or not. After that, we will move to the solution design. We will develop the process definition document, business requirement, everything, and we will send them into the sign off. So once it will be approved, and once we will get the go ahead, then only we will start our development and testing. So development and testing, this part will be the this part is our this is our part, means where we have to work. We have to develop the process, okay, by seeing the process business requirement and all, and testing. So testing in the UiPath, the developer will be the tester only. There are no separate testing team. If we are developing the process, we have to develop the process, and at the same time we have to test the process. So once we are done with the development, then our process will be go to the UAT, where our process will be deeply checked, and they will try to find out the bug. If no bug will be there, then only if they will think that our process is the errorless, then only we will get the go live. Then our process will be go live. Then we will deploy the process or deploy the process to the client. Okay, where deploy the process onto the client, and after that we can schedule it according to the requirement. Let's suppose they are telling that we have to schedule this process in every 1 hour. Then according to that, by using the orchestrator, we can schedule the process. And if we are not using orchestrator also, then by using the patch file and everything, we can schedule the process. Okay. And so far the job is concerned for the UiPath. So there are number of jobs present in the UiPath in the market. Okay, I have automated. Just a minute. So by using board, what I did, so by using board, I have automated the Naukri.com, and within 5 minutes, I have just exported all the data of the UiPath job present on the website. So so you can see a number of jobs is present in the UiPath. You will get numbers of calls once you will complete this training. So this data is just like what we have scraped the mobile data from the Flipkart.com. Similarly, what we will do, we will launch the Naukri.com, and we will extract all the data which we want. Let's suppose this much data I have extracted. So number of,
Audience, Hamid bhai, I'd like to add one point. Audience, this is the real-time data which is fetched by a bot. It is
so I
no.
have made one bot. I have made one bot. So what this bot will do, it will launch the Naukri.com, and after that, it will check after launching the Naukri.com in the search bar. It will go and it will type the UiPath job, and once we will type the UiPath job, so number of job will be there. So we are going to, the bot will extract the company name, experience, CTC, locations, IT skills, posted, and job type. So this is very few columns I have extracted. If you want to extract more and more data, then also you can extract. So one of the process I have automated for one of my client in Hyderabad. So what they have done, so they have automated the Naukri.com. So they were using 10 to 12 team. So everyone what we are doing, they were manually launching the Naukri.com and they were just calling the candidate. So what bot will do? So like company name is there. Like company name is there. Okay, so it will extract the name, like Arif is there. Arif MS is there. Okay, and experience, it will be experience, location will be there, IT skills will be there, posted will be there, job type there, and two more thing will be there. So the bot is doing, bot is extracting the mobile number as well as mobile number. Let's suppose this is the mobile number and email address also. Okay, email address. So here what bot is doing, bot is just extracting all this detail, email address, mobile number, IT skills, location, and everything. And what they are doing, the bot will just means what bot will do, bot will frame email address, and after that bot is going to send the email automatically. One by one, it will send email to all of the candidates. Let's suppose there is a requirement of a Java developer. So what once bot will launch, so in the search box, we will use the input dialog that we will discuss the later. Okay, so we will pass the Java developer. So it will extract all the candidate name of the Java developer which is being activated. Let's suppose we will pass, we want the resume of those person who is activated in 3 months. Okay, so it will extract the data of 100%. So one by one, what bot will do, it will just send the mail to 100 people one by one. So this again, this is one of the process that I did for one of my clients in Hyderabad 2 years back. Okay. So anyone have any of the question regarding tools, how to download tools, and anything about this training?
Yes, Arif, actually, one thing I wanted to know that the automation you are setting, the output, whatever we are getting, that one we got, but where we are setting the reference that suppose that from the Naukri, the company name we have to extract. So where we are setting the reference, that company name we wanted, or what column we wanted, where that one we are setting, because in the Naukri a number of information is there, we wanted 3 information. So where we are setting that reference, that company name and this one and this one, where that one we are setting, that one we wanted to know.
So we have an activity which is called the input dialog activity. Let's suppose this is the activity. Once bot will run, this is the activity, input dialog activity. Okay, so let's suppose you want the person from Bangalore only, who is serving notice, who is in notice period, and whose salary is less than 7 years. So once we will run the bot, so input dialog will be appear. So here only in this input dialog we will pass all the information. Okay, so it will once we will pass this information will be passed to the Naukri.com, and according to that only it will fetch all the data. Clear?
Hope we have answered the question.
No, I have a question again, please. Basically, I'm saying when you are putting in the input dialog box, you are putting the variables. And is there any standard way to put these? For example, if I have a name So
Mhm.
where I have to define name here so that it only fetches name from the Naukri, or I want the number of years of experience which is required. How I put that in this input dialog box? Will you please show me that?
Just a minute. I will show you.
Same question from my side.
Okay. Let's suppose this is a Naukri.com. Okay. So what I am doing over here. First of all, it will launch this website. Okay, after that, element exist. We are taking element exist is an activity which we used to take with to confirm that whether a particular screen which is our output is appeared or not. Okay. So here what I will take, I'll check this box is present or not. Okay. Look. सबसे पहले मैं क्या कर रहा हूँ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल आई एम टेकिंग इनपुट फ्रॉम ए यूजर ठीक है लेट्स सपोज द रिक्वायरमेंट इज फॉर यूआई पाथ so I am passing over here UI path. Okay, so this UI path is going to be save on str job. Okay, so after that what it will do, it will launch open browser we are using to launch any of the application. Okay, so according to the URL what we will provide, it will launch application. So it has launched right now naukri.com. Okay, and after that what it will do, it will maximize. This is the standardization that once we are launching the website, after that we have to pass the open maximize window. If the window is maximized, it is okay, robot is not going to do anything. If it is in the minimize mode, it will maximize the browser. Okay, and after that what it will check, it will check whether we are going the section in which we are going to pass the UI path job is present or not. If present, okay, then what is it will go, the thing which we have saved in the variable like str job, it will go and it will write over here UI path. It has right. Okay, so one more thing is there, we have to click over here on a simulate type, then only it will write the complete thing. Simulate type. Again, I will show you. If look, if I am passing over here, UI path job. Okay, UI path job is going to be saved on str job. This variable which we are keeping, it is going to be saved here. Okay, and after that, what it will do? It will launch the browser. Maximize it. After that, it will check whether the particular browser has been launched or not. Okay. It was wait, जब तक buffering हो रहा था तब तक ये wait कर रहा था. Okay. It was buffering. That's why it has taken time to check whether the element exists or is present or not. After that, it will pass the. Let's see. UI path job is there. Now, if you want to pass the locality also, then in this section again, one input dialog we will take to pass the input to pass the location. Let's suppose I want a person who is in UI path, okay, as well as who is working in Bangalore. So we will pass Bangalore over here. We will save the variable, okay, by using the input dialog box, and we can pass it over here. Hope the question is answered. Hello.
So audience, hope.
Yeah,
Hamid-
it's got cleared.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
got cleared. Thank you.
So we have activity present over here. Okay, so let's suppose
Yeah.
I will search over here. Okay, so number of job will be there. So this much job is there, and no, your requirement is that you want to capture all the jobs. Okay, so n number of things is there which is spent on different stage. So it is going to take hardly 2 to 3 minutes to extract this 300 or 400 data like that. Like, let's see what I have shown over here. Within 2 to 3 minutes, it will just extract each and everything. So this is called the data scraping. So let's suppose 379 data is there, okay, in the website, and if we want to extract all the data, then easily we can extract all the data and we can write in Excel application, Excel, okay, and we want to send all the candidates for the interview. Okay, so what we will do, we will get the email address as well as the mobile number. Okay, so this is for not for इसमें तो अपने को ईमेल आईडी नहीं मिल रहा है, क्योंकि ये तो मतलब कंपनी का ये है. अगर हम लोग मतलब जो एज ए जॉब सीकर का अगर वो लोग देखते हैं वहां पे, तो उनको हम अपने से रिवर्स दिखता है, उनको वहां पे यूजर नेम एक्सपीरियंस वगैरह दिखता है. तो वहां पे क्या करते हैं हम लोग, वहां पे मोबाइल नंबर वगैरह रहता है. तो व्हाट वी विल डू, वी विल राइट द मोबाइल नंबर एज वेल एज ईमेल एड्रेस. लेट्स सपोज हमने क्या करना है, या तो सेंड 100 पीपल फॉर दी interview. So what board will do, board is going to be send email one by one to 100 of the people. ठीक है, और जो भी मैं फ्रेम करना चाहता हूँ उसमें कि हाय, यहाँ से उसका नेम उठाना चाहिए, हाय आरिफ, तो इट विल एक्सट्रैक्ट लाइक दिस, हाय आरिफ, दिस वी आर हायरिंग फॉर द यूआई पाथ जॉब, एंड जो भी हम देंगे रिगार्ड्स, अगर जो भी देना है वो अपना फ्रेमवर्क, तो वो हम दे करके वन बाय वन सबको हम लोग जॉब भेज देते हैं. मतलब इंटरव्यू के लिए हम लोग उनको इनवाइट कर देंगे. लास्ट में सिर्फ हम लोग ये अपडेट कर देते हैं, दिस इज एन ऑटोमेटेड मेल, so please contact to this team to confirm your interview. But this is one of the process which I did for one of my client in Hyderabad. So apart from this, if any other question is there from anyone?
Yeah,
Can you
there
please
is a
repeat
question.
this extraction that we are doing? Sorry.
Come again?
Could you please repeat this extraction part once again?
Which part?
Like you are doing web scraping, right? After getting the list of interview details, you have extracted it to Excel, right? That one.
I think your voice is not audible me clearly. Some distortion is coming. Excel part you are asking. I have to explain the Excel part. This part you want to explain?
No, how did we export this? Like, how did we extracted this data?
Okay. Okay. In order to extract the data, we have an activity present over here, okay, which is called in the design section, we have data scraping. Okay. So by using this data scraping, we can extract the data. We will click on data scraping. Okay. And what we will do, we will go to the particular website from where we want to extract the data. Let's suppose I want to extract this data. With company name. Okay, which one is the company name? This is the company name. So what I will do, just okay. So in order to extract the data, this is not being supported in the Internet Explorer. So we can extract this data by using the other website, means other searching engine. Like we will use the Chrome to extract the data. So if you want to show, I will show you just a minute. Okay, how we are extracting the data. Okay, let's see how we are extracting all this data. First of all, what we will do, we will launch the browser. Okay, so open browser. So open browser is an activity which will help us to launch the browser. Okay, so here we will pass the URL. Okay, so let's suppose I'm passing over here www.naukri.com. Okay. After that, so this is the general approach. This is not the way we are doing. Okay. Okay. Once we are opening the browser, okay, so in the if we have to launch this browser through Chrome, or so we have in the property panel, we have the browser type. Okay, from here we can check by using which browser type we want to launch the application. If we will not select any of these things, then by default every time it will launch through Internet Explorer. Okay, so my requirement is to launch this particular website by using Chrome. So we can choose over here Chrome. Okay, we will choose Chrome over here, and after that what I will do, unnecessary thing, let's suppose I have to close my kill process we are using to close the pre-opened application. Like I want to close, let's suppose we have Notepad. Okay, WordPad is there, Excel is there, is open. So what we will do, we can close here by providing, like we will provide a Notepad. Okay, so this is the standardization of the automation. Before running any of the robot, the pre-existing application which is open in the backend, okay, should be closed. It should not be open. So let's suppose Excel is opened. Okay, so what board will do? Board will do check whether the Chrome application, Excel application, and Notepad and Internet Explorer is already closed or not, already opened or not. If it will be opened, then it will be closed by the board. Okay, let's see whether it is launching or not. First of all, it will close the Notepad. Okay, and after that it will close the Excel. Okay, it will launch the Naukri.com.
अजय क्या सवाल?
Do you like apples? Yeah, do.
Yeah, I have forget.
अगर मैं एक मतलब बजाना इसमें
Kıçına çayır çumurtmasın. Ya bu çek
Users, please be on mute.
Vai que chupa.
Hamid, please unmute yourself. You are on mute.
So under design section, we will see here data scraping is there. So what we need to do, we will need to only click on data scraping, and let's suppose we have to get the company name. So we will just click spy over here, and after that we click on next. So in order to create the pattern, we need to spy 2 columns. Okay, and then we have to provide the column name. This is like company name, so we will provide over here company name. Okay, next. So it will show like this. If we want to extract more and more data, then we need to click on extract correlated data. Okay, so once we will click on extract correlated data, let's suppose I want to get the experience also. So what I will do, I'll click on experience. Okay, then we will provide over here experience. So in number of the things we can take over here. Okay, so let's suppose I want one more data. Okay, so I can take location. If I want to take location, then I will click on. So I'll provide over here location. Okay, so if you want to extract all the data which is present on this website naukri.com, so we need to provide, we need to write over here 0 for all the data. Okay, so once we will click on this, okay, so it will ask whether this data is present on different page or not. Okay, if data is present on different page, then what we need to do, we have to spy on this page, next page. So if you want to extract all the data, then what I will do, I'll click on yes, then I will click on next button. Okay, so once we are done, then what I will do. Okay, so it is going to save all the data in form of a data table, means extract data table. And if you want to write this data on an Excel sheet, then what I will do, I will use one activity called write range. Write range activity is there. Okay, let's suppose write range activity I will use. So this is the this is for source file where we want to write. Let's suppose I want to write all the data which I am going to extract on desktop, then I can write it. If the Excel sheet is present, it's okay. It is going to be right there only. And if Excel sheet is not present, it is going to create. It will create a new Excel file. Let's suppose. Okay. And the data table, which data table we are wanting to write? This is the exact data table. Okay, let's see how it is writing. It is buffering. I think the net is slow, so it might throw error. So for this, we can automate this buffering option also by using the element access. So if this will keep on buffering for more than 30 seconds, then it might throw an error. 637 data present over here. Okay, so it is going to take some time. So if we want to extract the data from any website where data is present in a structured manner, then we can use the data scraping option. So once we will use the data scraping, then we can extract the n number of data. Right now, I am extracting only 3 data. Means company name is there, and experience is there, and location is there. Apart from this, if you want to extract all the data which is present, like skills is there, job type is there, job posted date is there, so we can extract each and everything. So this is not necessary that we can only extract to the limited up to a limitation is there. If you want to extract 30 column, then also we can extract 30 column. In number of column we can extract. I think it will take 5 minutes to write all this data. So within 5 minutes it will write each and everything.
So meantime, I have a question.
Yes.
So right now you're running this process locally, right? Because you have created this locally. So how do you make it available to the others users, or maybe how do you make it available for your team members?
Look, what will happen? I am going to create all this process in my system. Okay, so if I want to run this process into the system, let's suppose I want to run this process in your system. So what I will do, I will just deploy the same process in your system only. I can send it through mail only, and once you will click on that XAML file, okay, then the same means that the same process will be present in your studio also. And if you will click also, if you will run that process in your system, then it will be run. It will be run similarly what it is running in my system. So that is the part of the deployment only. I will create the process in my system, and I will deploy the process in your system. Okay.
So for that to happen, I need to have that studio with me. That's the dependency.
You need to be, the studio should be installed in your system. Without a studio, how can you run the XAML file? And this studio is a freeware, so we can download it from the internet also. Okay, this UiPath Studio Robot as well as the orchestrator. This is the packages. Okay, this comes together only. Okay, so basically in the beginning we have to learn the UiPath Studio, means different process. And after that we have to learn the UiPath Orchestrator. Orchestrator means orchestrator will help you to schedule the process, manage the process, secure the process, deploy the process. You can monitor the process. You can create and delete the process in the UiPath Studio, as well as if you want to store the assets in the asset, then you can store the assets in the UiPath Orchestrator in order to improve your security, as well as log. If my process has gone something wrong, then we can manage the log in the orchestrator.
Okay, thanks for that. So does this features of this orchestration comes with community edition, or do we need to go with enterprise edition?
No need. Community edition and the enterprise edition is almost means 100% same is there. Okay, there is no difference as I have seen. But the thing is that if we will take the enterprise version, so there are lot of licenses there. Okay, So community version we can use for the learning purpose only. And if we will take the enterprise version, then we will get the support from the UI party.
Okay, got you.
Apart from that, any other question is there?
Sir, one question is there from my side. Suppose that from the Naukri we are extracting certain column. Is there any scenario that we are not defining any column with the reference data, then whole column it will extract itself? Is it the way or not?
No. Come again. I did not understand.
I am asking that from the particular website we are defining the column for extracting the data. If suppose that is any scenario that or the situation or the facility is that we are not defining any particular column with the reference data, then whole information it will extract from the website, or it is not the way.
We can extract the whole data also, and if we want to apply some of the conditions, then also we can apply some condition where, let's suppose we will use the filter activities there. So what we will do in the beginning, we can extract all the data, and after that, if you have to apply any of the filter, let's suppose what I will do, I am going to extract 600 data is there, and once I will extract all this data like this. Just a minute. Let it run.
Okay, got clear. Thank you.
Any other question anyone have?
Hamid sir, just one question regarding this templates. Initially, I happened to see the template, my template which you have said, and close to 500 there are, right? So if I
I
have
think
to
some distortion is coming. Your voice is not coming clearly. Okay, so.
Okay, how about now? Yeah, it is regarding that templates which you said there are 500 templates which is already been created, right? And it's like if I have to now put my process into the place, I have a team of 12 people who are more into the data management part. Okay. And out of those 12, there are 3 people who have been assigned only to generate letters. Okay. So do we have any feasibility?
Yes, we can do like that also. So some of the part we will do in the beginning, and after the completion of that part, we can do it the completion of the means once some
audible?
Come again. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Ahmed, you are audible. Can you please go ahead?
So we can complete some of the part in the beginning. So once that part will be completed, then only we will complete that the remaining part. So that also we can do. So one process is there. Let's suppose
I'm not able to hear anything.
You are not.
Hamid's voice is audible. I think.
It is audible to me as well.
Yeah, Hamid bhai, please go ahead.
Yep.
Hamid bhai, you can continue.
Yeah, sorry for the interrupt. Because of some network fluctuation, Hamid got dropped. He's joining in another minute.
So the recording will be shared across?
Ji, inshallah, recording will be available at tinyurl.com/mfird. I'll post the link in the chat box. So just give some time and it will be available, inshallah.
Okay, thank you. Jazakallah.
Amit bhai, am I audible now?
Yeah, because of some internet issues, I think Hamid is trying to rejoin.
Okay.
Some issues is there.
All right.
He has sent a WhatsApp message to me. So,
Okay.
any other questions which I can take?
Yes, I do. Actually, I have one question.
Yeah.
Can we do this the other way? For example, if I've got the entire list of the data, for example, all the companies which are there in United States, for example, okay, and I want that company's location, which is present in the entire United States of in the all the 50 states. For example, we have Pfizer. Okay, I just want Pfizer to be searched, and the entire data should be listed regarding the Pfizer only, and later on the next company which is available in the Excel sheet. So is it possible this way? Can we do that?
Yes, it can be done. If you have gone through the demo session, so he was trying to explain you. He went through Flipkart and he
Okay.
selected a Redmi phone.
Mhm.
Okay, and Redmi he selected module, the configuration, display size, and the
Mhm.
battery. So
Okay.
like that, we can program it for Pfizer also. Pfizer, all the 50 states, which location and what is the address with the pin code and other information can be given. It can.
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
But the problem is, I have around like 1,000 companies along with me. Pfizer is just an example. For every
True,
company,
true.
I cannot set up this program, right?
Exactly. Just to give an example, we have programmed it to ABB. If you see ABB, they have around 28 different entity under ABB. So under 28 different entity, they have around 1,000 plus companies. So for that is a real time we have programmed for ABB. This can also be done.
Okay, fine. Thanks a lot. Actually, the problem is I haven't attended the session from the start, from the beginning. I just started in the middle, and I wasn't aware of this one. I'll
No
just
problem. This can be
get it
programmed.
the link.
Can be programmed.
Yeah,
We have
sure.
done
Thank you so
this.
much.
So any other questions, folks?
Yes, but I just had that same question. Looking forward for an update on it.
Sure.
See, Hamid bhai had noted the question I had. Probably I can just have him connected personally on the number provided on the WhatsApp. So
Yeah.
inshallah, I'll just connect it.
Definitely.
Thanks, Yorika.
So just Saif, can we summarize here?
Please.
Yes, to summarize, basically, RPA is it saves a lot of cost to the company, as well as it's very easy to learn for the user and implement, and very minimal coding is required and more accurate in lesser time, just to put up the benefit of RPA. And currently, because of pandemic issue and because of the work from home and companies, lot of uh, employers want to save their money, so they are lot of job coming in for RPA. You might have come across on the job portals. So people who have zero experience, in a sense freshers, or they have work experience in different domain, they have used this course, they have learned this course for a duration of 45 days to 60 days, and they have got a good job opening across different companies which are using RPA.
Sir, one question is there from my side. Any of the good institution or any of the assistant from you people for getting training on that?
Sure. We ourselves, we both are training a lot of students as well as employees who are working on different domain. We will be shortly announcing the course date post Ramzan. So I think please, if you can be in touch with us, so we'll let you know the course date.
Costing around?
Costing,
lump sum?
costing in the market is in the range of 12 to 14K, but on this platform, because we are giving at a discounted price, so that we'll communicate to Saif Bhai. We'll come back to you on this.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, we want to give at a very minimal cost. We'll come back to you.
So one more question I have, Haram here.
Yeah.
So actually we have two types of applications. One is desktop application, one is web application.
Yeah.
So can we use this RPA tool for desktop applications?
Yes, we can use
Arif,
it for.
let me answer. Yes, just so what you are doing, you have different types of application and you want to integrate this application through RPA. So the answer is this is possible. We can integrate it different application together, desktop application, web application, as well as email application, email part, Excel, PDF, everything we can integrate it. So there is no issue that we cannot integrate it. So this is only the work of the RPA, is to integrating more and more different applications together to make our work easy.
Okay, thank you. So actually more precisely, I would like to say that, for example, I'm using IBM data stage tool. That is again an ETL tool. So we use it in manual process in our company. So just wanted to know if we can use this RPA tool for automation of that application.
Yes, sure. We can use RPA for ETL tool. There is no issue that we cannot.
Amit bhai, this is Ahmed. Just one last question. Can we have this RPA tool in sync with SAP database?
SAP, we can use with SAP also. For SAP database, till now I have not worked for SAP database, but as I know that we can use for this RPA with the SAP application also.
Okay, great. Probably I'll connect with you personally to have more clarity on it. Is it okay?
Sure.
Yep. Jazakallah.
Sir, is it possible to share your email ID or contact details so that we can communicate with you personally, individually? Because I will be trying this program by myself. And if there are any queries, I'll surely ping you with that contact details. So it's possible to share your contact details.
So Arif will, regarding this, Arif Bhai will help you. Okay.
Arif bhai, you can put in the chat box so that all can see from the chat box.
Yeah, definitely. You can share it in the chat box.
Sure, I will do it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So any other question?
This is Anwar here. One question, practical question here. That suppose that email processing we are doing by the automation way. So instead of extracting data from Excel directly, can we extract from the database also or not?
Yes. We can extract the data through database also. Okay, so that is again one activity is there in the UiPath. Okay, where by using that activity we can connect with the database and we can pull the data from database. And if we want to write the data of a database into Excel or in any other format also, we can write. And if we want to extract the data from a database and we want to mail it, if we want to email it to any of the participants, that also is possible. So that is a part of the database is there. So we can directly connect with the database by using one activity is there in UiPath.
Okay, thank you. It was helpful.
Yes, one more query. I've got one. The thing is, I've been scraping data previously as well. So usually what happens is that if you scrape too much of data, the site kicks you out and blacklists your IP. So is there any possible way to secure my IP and then still extract the data apart from VPN services with this tool?
So I think that is the security part. Let's suppose in the beginning I was automating the XC as well as one more website is there, Partial Monkey is there. So when they came to know that their site is being automated, so now they are not allowing to automate this site. So if let's suppose Indian Railways is there or any other website is there where they are not allowing us to automate, then at that time, if this scenario is there, we cannot do anything. If they will allow to automate then only we can allow. If they will close the automation from their side, we cannot do anything.
Okay, fine. Got it actually. But can we integrate this tool along with the VPN service so that I could change my IP address and directly enter from different countries or different cities? Is it possible?
Yeah, regarding this, I don't have much idea. So let me do some R&D, then only I will get back to you.
Okay, fine. ठीक है. Thank you so much.
Okay, Arif bhai.
Yes.
So
I hope we have
I
covered
think
maximum
okay.
questions.
Okay.
So
So shall we leave? Okay, then I am leaving. If anything is
Bye.
there,
Is it possible to share the project template document which we have discussed?
So project template one.
Which the
Which
Word
project
document
template you want?
no, which you have discussed in the class now in the session.
Which one? I have discussed three, four.
The first
So-
one, like one, to launch the ATS app application tracking system.
ATS app. Okay, I don't think that I can. So okay, I will make some changes in that. Okay, and after that I will share it to Arif bhai and he will send. So as of now I cannot tell you. So night I will send it to Arif bhai and he will share.
Okay, man. Okay, thanks.
Arif bhai, please share your contact details.
yeah, on the chat I have shared my contact details as well as the mail ID. So is it visible?
No, it's not.
Please send it.
You need to share with everyone. I think you shared to someone specific.
Okay, Arif bhai, I think I should leave now. Okay, if anything is there, you just speak with them.
Okay, thanks a lot to all the experts who shared their knowledge on UiPath with us, and we'd also like to thank all the participants for attending and for making it a lively discussion. So inshallah, we'll keep on having such regular webinars. So request you to all attend it and also invite your friends and colleagues, your relatives, so that they can also upskill themselves. And if any of you would like to share your knowledge with others, please get in touch with us so that we can schedule your webinar also. So with this, we'll close, inshallah, and thanks a lot to everyone. Okay, Jazakumullah khair.
Thanks
Assalamu
for your
alaikum.
time, and I have shared my mobile number as well as email ID.
Great. Thank you so much, Arif bhai, Asif bhai. It was a great platform to have all this information staying home, actually, rather than stepping out in this during COVID. Jazakallah, very much appreciated. We'll soon, inshallah, connect with you personally for both.
Please. Thank you for your time.
Thanks everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much,
Thank
all of
you.
you. Thanks, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.